Hey everybody, welcome back to We Are Podcast. This is We Are Error, Season 4, Episode 14, From DC to Marvel, All That Movie News. If this is your first time checking out the podcast channel, please head over to your favorite podcast app, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, or iTunes, and give We Are Podcast a like. And if you get a chance, head over to our social media. You can find us at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at /We Are Podcast. And don't forget to join our Discord. All links can be found in the description. And with that, on to the podcast.
We are Error.
What if that's the one thing that's holding us back from making it?
I swear to God, that's gonna piss me off if that turned out to be true. I'm like, you're telling me that we could have fucking struck it big 3 years ago if I just would have got all up in this mic's guts.
How would you ever even know?
Well, for these next few podcasts, I plan on being extremely personal with this microphone.
You can be that close, dude. That's fine. Probably not. Don't breathe like that. Oh, Tex peeked up. Tex was like, I'm not doing it.
I'm gonna need you to stop whining, dog.
No, puppy, no.
No, puppy, no cry.
No, puppy.
Oh, no!
Javi, you're going to make it so much worse.
It already is.
He's going to be over there going, well, Javi's whining at me. What do you expect me to do?
What if she thinks, is the fat one trying to communicate with me?
I want to know which one she thinks is the fat one.
All I know, she loves both of y'all. She fucking freaks out every time she sees Javi pull up.
All the bitches
Does
do.
she? She's like,
Oh, she does, yeah. Like, she'll see his truck and then she'll just... and fucking back and forth. Like, he always waits like 5 minutes before he comes in also.
I like to make my
what's he
entrance green.
doing out there? What's he doing?
So that's like the whole time. So like I hear 5 minutes of whining. I'm like, yeah, he's coming. He's coming. I promise. He's coming.
What is he doing back there?
What
I never know what he's doing back there.
All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the We Are Air podcast. This is Duck. I'm here with
Jake.
And
Javi.
And what is the We Are Air podcast? It's a podcast we talk about movies, entertainment, whatever the fuck we want to talk about. And today we're going to start with the movie news.
Movie news!
Boo damn, boo doo, boo damn, Whitley Wong.
God damn it, I missed that. All right, guys, so let's break it down. You know from the title already what we're going to be talking about. DC, Marvel, Star Wars, all that good shit. So let's start with the DC news.
Yeah, the worst of the three.
Yeah, that's why we're starting with it first. The new design for Steppenwolf. We didn't get a chance to talk about this. The Zack Snyder version of it. Jake, I know you said you're a huge fan of what he has done with this new jaggy, spiky...
Yeah, I like the ultimate Shredder look more so than the fucking muted Liam Neeson look that they fucking...
He did look like Liam Neeson, didn't he?
I think they based his face on Liam Neeson.
Where's my daughter?
Yeah.
I think collectively we're not a fan of Justice League here, so...
No, I didn't like Stephen Wolf. You know, I'm good.
It's Stephen.
Oh, Steppenwolf. Okay.
It was definitely Stephen Wolf.
Stephen
cool.
A. Wolf.
Imagine like a world conqueror. Like, oh, what's your name, sir? Stephen.
My name is Wolf. Stephen Wolf.
No, we're good. We're good. We'll be over here.
You're here to conquer us?
Yeah. The Flash can handle this. Like, we're good. Go ahead, Barry. And he's like, but I was tripped.
Yeah. Seriously. What with that fucking running style is so weak.
Yeah, I think that shit's going to be out of the 4 hours that we're going to be getting, which I don't know if we talked about that or not either. The 4-hour cut of the Snyder Cut is going to be, like, episodic almost?
It's a miniseries.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited about that take on it.
I heard that they might make it into 6 parts with a conclusion. That's how much shit they have. That they're,
What?
They're debating, but so that could be, like, 6 30-minute long episodes. Or they can do, like, 4-hour-long episodes. And then wrap it up.
Do you think they do title cards? Almost like the Hateful Eight?
I would imagine, yeah, right? Like if it's going to be episodic like that?
I think that would be badass. I would love to see
I feel like
that.
they would need like an intro credit like Law and Order. Boom, boom, dum, boom, dum, dum. Jason Momoa. Aquaman. Just like shit like that. Ezra punching women Miller. The Flash. His offenses are considered especially heinous.
All right, let me ask you. As you get older, I've always loved Law and Order, but as you get older, doesn't it get better?
Yes.
Yeah.
Law and Order is amazing.
My friend once said, he goes, that's such a grandma show. And I was like, well, sign me up, Sonny, because I fucking love it.
I like all the cameos that you notice, like, from people doing it, like, with their way young I saw one the other night, had Rob McElhaney.
Yep. Charlie Day was also in one.
Yeah.
And I love that the more famous a person is, or if you recognize him as a character actor, that motherfucker did it.
Yeah, of course.
It's like, otherwise, why would they waste money for a fucking, some extra to come on and just to be the main villain of the episode?
Right.
They gotta have some level of fame or something. Like, I know that guy. He was that person in this show.
Kevin Smith. Yeah, Kevin Smith did that one.
There's a bunch of people that have done.
Robin Williams did one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the bad guy. Give me one
How many
second.
seasons has that shit been running?
Oh, which one? I mean,
well,
all
I mean
of
the
them.
main law.
SVU, the main Law and Order is done.
SVU
Okay,
is at
so they're all
SV
offshoots now.
Yeah, there's only one offshoot left, and that's SVU. That's been running for... like,
74 fucking years. Something like that.
The original one ran for like 19 or 18 years.
Yeah.
And it began when I was a kid, and it's went for 74 fucking years. Like, endlessly. Back to this. Patty Jenkins has said that Justice League, the Hush Whedon version of it, is not canon anymore, evidently. Her exact words are, the Justice League? No, I think that all of us DC directors tossed that out the window just as much as the fans did. But also I felt that version, the Josh Whedon Justice League, contradicted my first movie in many ways. And this current movie, which I was already in production on, she explained. Basically, when Zack Snyder was doing Justice League, the only thing he asked was, can I change the costume for Wonder Woman? That was it. Whereas the Hush Whedon version of it changed so much of the stuff.
Like the lore?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, it's not very good. As time goes on, I think that you start to realize Batman v Superman was a way better movie.
Oh, yeah.
And you called that back in the day. You were like, I still like it. So
I still do.
How about this remedial action? Have you guys heard about this whole thing with Ray Fisher and everything?
Oh, yeah.
Remedial action?
So what happened was...
Slow people doing stunts?
What does remedial mean?
Like if you're a little bit retarded. Like if you're stupid. Like
Yeah,
you're
remedial math,
like
remedial
math. Like
English.
if you
So
can't
it's
do,
delayed.
It's delayed. Yeah.
It's delayed. Okay, so basically what they've done, and I don't know what the exact remedial action is, evidently Hush Whedon was being a little bit of a ray-ray, meaning a racist during the fucking making of this shit. And so they went back and done remedial action because evidently he changed the skin tone of one of the actors because they were too black, basically. And Ray Fisher, he's like, when he heard that, he's like, I'm not going to stand for this.
Yeah.
And that's when he went against the whole thing.
When he saw that, I thought it was like between takes, he was like talking to guys. All right, you little hebe kike, I need you to do this better. Really show the emotion of your people in this next scene.
Did you see what Josh Momoa said, though, when he had his back?
Jason Momoa.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Josh Momoa is Jason Momoa's older brother.
Yeah.
And he was like, he was like, yeah, that a kike bastard. Jason Momoa said, this shit has to stop and it needs to be looked at. And everyone else who experienced what happened under the watch of the WB Pictures needs proper investigation. I just think it's fucked up that the people released a fake Frosty announcement without any permission to try to distract from Ray Fisher speaking up about the shitty way we were treated on Justice League reshoots. What the fuck does this mean?
Why didn't they say something while it was going on?
Because they wanted that sweet cash, man. That's why.
Unless he created a real hostile work environment.
I never understand this backlash.
If
where
you say something, I'm going to crush you.
Yeah, there is that fear.
I guess, maybe. That makes sense. But also, if you have so many witnesses and your voice is that powerful that you can do something after the fact, why not do something while it's happening?
Yeah.
Didn't Aquaman came out after the fact?
Yeah.
And after it was $1 billion movie, maybe he was like, you know what, I can do whatever I need to do.
Right,
But before that, Jason Momoa, before people saw Aquaman, and even we were like, Aquaman, come on, what the fuck's that going to do? But after the fact, after Aquaman was done, like that, then he had some more power because like he wasn't getting all that Game of Thrones power. Like everyone loved him whenever he was playing
Khal Drogo.
Oh yeah,
For like one
the
season.
Drogo.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, dude. He was badass in that. Because remember, he had Conan that came out, and no one went to see that shit. And everyone's like, "Who is this fucker? Fuck this guy." Then he was Khal Drogo, and people were like, "Well, this guy's pretty cool."
I think
and
he
then
got
was
the
Aquaman.
Conan after Khal Drogo.
Yeah.
Oh, did he?
Or they're
That's
like
how
around
he got
same
the
time.
Conan part.
I mean, now he's going to be huge, right? He's like going to be,
Like another rock.
yeah. I always think of that.
But not as good. I don't see him
Yeah, he's like
hitting the same level as The Rock, though.
I would like to see
he's
him.
not going to bottom out on being the rock.
I thought, who was he fucking that he bottomed out on? He was bottoming out on the rock.
He's not going to hit his own rock bottom.
Yeah.
I don't
They're playing gay chickens when they're doing it.
He's the dollar store version of the rock.
He really is.
Jared Peto is going to return, because you remember he's a pedophile,
Yes.
to the role. Hey, that's not a hot take, dude. James Gunn said it.
No, I just don't like Jared Peto.
Oh, yeah. He's going to be returning for one scene in the Snyder Cut. Have you guys heard that they think it's going to be an Elseworld scene? Evidently, he's not going to look gangster, so he's going to look different. What do you guys think?
I saw the concept art for it.
There's concept art?
Yeah.
What's it look like?
It looks like a less stylized version of the Joker that he played in Suicide Squad.
I heard that he was going to have, like, long hair and shit like that.
That's one of the concept pictures that I saw. There's a couple different pictures.
But, like, no face tattoo, so he's not a SoundCloud rapper.
That's right.
I still don't... I mean, I was fine with it, but I still don't understand why they went...
Little ha-ha.
Little damage.
That was just a bad Joker. I fucking hated that movie.
Little ROFL.
You hated the movie? Yes. It's not a bad movie, I don't think. I like it.
It's a fun movie.
Yeah.
Well, we all know what a fun movie really means.
No.
You're not going to have fun.
It's not high art. It's not fucking
First of
great
all,
cinema. It's a popcorn movie. You go there and you watch blockbusters. Like
I will say this, though.
Yeah, and I enjoyed it in the theater.
I liked it a lot more than Birds of Prey. Birds of Prey was not a fun movie.
With fucking gay
You will have
McGregor.
a terrible time with that movie.
Yeah, I couldn't finish it.
Ewan McGregor was the best part, and he was only in for all, 5 fucking minutes?
I didn't even watch it.
It's a terrible movie.
What I'm wondering is, do you guys think it's funny that the trailer for Suicide Squad aped the Guardians of the Galaxy, and then they went and got the Guardians of the Galaxy director to direct the second movie? And I was thinking about that the other day, how weird that was, because in a lot of ways, Suicide Squad tried to do what Galaxy did with its soundtrack.
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
Do you think that kind of played into their choice, like to bring him over to that side whenever things went shitty with Disney?
I kind of feel like DC made the smart move. It's like, well, they're going to obviously want fucking takebacks after they just released him.
Yeah.
So, like, let's tie him to a fucking movie. Let's take him up from Marvel Sans for a few years.
Yeah.
And it worked.
That movie looks so good, though, doesn't it?
I wonder if it has the same executive producer that produced the last one. If that's the case, it might explain why they brought James Gunn over because they obviously tried to emulate his style. And now it's like, oh, he's free. He doesn't have that contract with Marvel anymore, so let's bring him on and do this.
And that movie looks so good, doesn't it? Just think about it again. How about Warner Brothers is going to be releasing every single film this year on streaming HBO Max. It's going to go to streaming, and it's going to go to theaters for 30 days.
Simultaneously.
How do you guys feel about that? That's crazy, right?
Honestly, I love it.
Yeah?
Yeah. I've been a strong proponent for, like, new release movies to be released on pay-per-view. Back when there was no streaming services. I was like, man, it would just be really good. I could just, like, run to Blockbuster on opening day, rent the movie for, like, $15, $20. And that's it. I'm a strong proponent for it. And they'll be making money hand over fist that way. They'll be making money for the network and the streaming services and Blockbuster the box office numbers, too.
I was going to say, no one's going to Blockbuster. Blockbuster's closed.
Well, Hollywood Video.
There's one left. There's one left.
There is, like, one left in, like, Colorado or Utah or something like that.
Yeah,
Probably like Paul fucking Montana.
Seattle.
What do you think, Jake, about being able to see all the movies? Like, the first one we're going to get is Wonder Woman on the 25th.
Yeah, I'm not going to go to the theaters to see that, so I'm okay with it. But
I'm also not going to rent it.
You don't have to.
I'm a cinephile. Sure. I will still go to the movies to watch movies that I want to see on big releases, and the other ones I will watch whenever they come out, streaming on the same day. So, I mean, it's really hit or miss for me. It's not really affecting me either way.
Do you see how mad the theater chains are, though?
Yeah. They're going to get fucked. Yeah, they are. Yeah, even the actors, they're having to redo contracts with them.
Like, yeah?
Yeah, because they get a cut of the percentage, whatever. Say like
box office sales.
$2 billion, Black Panther. You know how much turnaround Chadwick Boseman probably got for that, for being the star of that movie. Like they get a base contract and then they get a percentage of the profits.
The back end. Yeah,
that's crazy. I mean, how would you even discover that for a streaming service contract?
Well, what they did is they just offered for Gal Gadot, and I forget somebody else is what I heard. They paid their base salary and then they gave them a $10 million bonus. Just in case that it didn't do well in the box office.
What?
Yeah.
That's stupid money. You know what? You were talking about the streaming thing. The reason the South Park guys made so much for that, they had the streaming rights. So when they did the contract, they're like, well, we want the internet rights. And I'm like, you can have it. No one's going to be on the fucking internet.
Right.
That's why they can do whatever they want with South Park on the internet. And now that everything's digital, they're just raking in the money. That's why it's on HBO Max. It's got its own website. It's everywhere. So it's kind of cool.
So Comedy Central can't dip their fingers into that contract.
Can't do a goddamn thing about it, dude.
Really?
Yeah. And they get a huge percentage of the merchandise, too.
Wouldn't Comedy Central at least get some percentage since it's being shown through the Comedy Central channel on Hulu?
No, I think...
No, they took it off Hulu.
Yeah, they took it off Hulu. It's on HBO Max only.
They took it off Hulu a while ago.
Yeah. But with that said, one person was pissed, Christopher Nolan, And he was very,
Yeah.
very angry about this.
Yeah.
This is his quote. Some of our industry's biggest filmmakers and most important movie
Is this
stars...
Michael Caine or Christopher Nolan?
It's both. Yeah. Because Michael Caine is Christopher
in
Nolan.
every Christopher Nolan
Pretty
movie.
much, yeah.
Went to bed the night before thinking they were working for the greatest movie studio and woke up to find out they were working for the worst streaming service.
Wow.
Oh, drop the mic.
First of all, he's just upset that it affected his movie that nobody could understand or hear.
What movie would that be?
Tenet.
Oh,
Yeah.
the movie that was terrible we went to see.
No, the movie that was good that we went to see.
Boy, the sound was loud in that fucker.
No, you
wasn't
just
it?
couldn't understand him.
Right.
All right, first of all,
I mean, it's
Totally ignored
subtitles.
what I said.
Yeah.
it was fucking loud action, and then you had Aaron Taylor Johnson in a fucking mask, full on thick cockney
Yeah.
fucking accent.
Aaron Taylor Johnson?
Yeah, kick-ass.
Kick-Ass.
He was in that movie? I thought that was Robert Pattinson.
No, he was also in that. They were both in it.
Kick-Ass was the one with the beret at the end who was
Yeah.
leading the military operations.
I didn't even know that was him.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
You could understand it, but it was,
Couldn't understand anything that happened in that movie. So fuck that movie. Piece of shit movie.
The sound was terrible.
I do
I
think
would have
it-
preferred to watch that on a streaming service where I could hear it with
Right.
subtitles.
But it is one-sided. Christopher Nolan is one of the biggest. I put him in the top 5 biggest filmmakers right now.
Well, he shoots all of his shit on IMAX.
Yeah, I mean, like he can
Like
do
the
whatever
IMAX
he wants.
cameras.
He can do whatever he
So
wants.
It doesn't translate to well at home,
That's
watching
true.
those movies.
That is true.
So-
Would you want to see a Christopher Nolan movie at home streaming? I wouldn't. I would want to watch it in the theater. Which means, shit, we went to see Tenet.
Yeah, I mean, I've
So-
learned to go see most of them in theater.
Yeah, it's worth it. What do you think, Hobbs?
I
You don't really care?
I really don't care.
COVID safety, you prefer to stay at home right
Well,
now.
to be honest, I'm a little bit upset that, like, if they needed money from box office numbers, why not start pumping money into, like, outdoor theaters or fucking drive-ins?
That's a good fucking
Yeah.
point, yeah.
Create that shit for people to go and safely watch movies and shit. You'll
Right.
make the money.
You're right. Why don't they start opening up more driving?
That's not on them.
It's not.
AMC and Cinemark and everything else, they have to be the ones to be proactive about doing that.
Well,
I mean,
he's
there's
right.
plenty of mom and pop run, small operations like that, but
Yeah.
if the bigger chains got in on it,
Well,
yeah.
Walmart did it. Walmart's been showing movies in their parking lots across the nation, which
Yeah.
is fucking weird because it's so white trash. I fucking
It's
love
a
it.
very
It's just
Walmart thing to do.
It's very Walmart. Y'all want to come down and watch these
Yeah.
movies? Come here.
You know,
I don't know. I like that they
But
did
also,
it,
like,
though.
if you're
I
gonna-
actually looked for tickets and I couldn't find any.
But if you're gonna, like, release it, and if you really want money, like, enough where you can actually pay your actors, well, here's some money on the back because we did it really good. Charge, like, $5 for the movie. You don't have to make it free.
Well, they need to make back their $200 million budget. What we're going to see is a lot of movies after next year. It's so weird that Marvel was ahead of the game with moving things to the TV, because that's what you're going to see is you're going to see lower budgeted stuff. And even we can see it with the Star Wars, which we're going to get to in a second, with The Mandalorian. Like, it's still big.
Yeah.
But it's not as big. And it's
Right.
kind of
But
nice that
it's-
it's not as big.
at certain points it is almost on movie scale though.
Right.
Like there's a fine line there, and they do very well with minimal resources and then using that money on the big project parts that they need, like for the good CGI scenes and
Right.
shit like that.
But when you limit what a filmmaker can do, that requires them to use their imagination and come
Yeah.
up with a workaround.
Right.
And that's the key, and that's what we're seeing a lot, especially with The Mandalorian. Like, it's like got all the money, but it's not bombastic and in your face. It's
Right.
fun. It feels like 1970s Star Wars with a little bit of action built in.
Practical effects play a huge part.
When you get small shit like that for TV shows like Marvel and Star Wars and shit, I really do prefer a smaller show like that because it's a closer team. You don't have such a big team of writers. You're not getting like convoluted storylines and shit. And the overall essence of a movie could get lost in the muddy of that shit. But with, like shows like The Mandalorian, you're just kind of like, this is fucking great. Every aspect of this is great. Like the fucking detail you put when he went to like hold up his arm to block because he
Yeah.
thought he had his armor on still.
Yeah.
It's like you wouldn't catch that shit in an actual movie of a scale that big. That would probably be like one of the things to get lost in the making of it. I'm rambling right now.
No, it's a beautiful ramble, dude. It really is. And that's what I really like it, too. Well, is there anything else you guys want to say about DC before we move on?
I really want to see the Batman.
Oh, did you see that it might be rated R?
Yeah, but I don't think it will.
You don't think?
No, it's the standalone movie for Batman that hasn't been one since Nolan's Batman.
I think you can.
Yeah. 10 years, huh? Has it been that long?
If they do, but they want that PG-13 money. They want those toy sales.
When did Dark Knight
I
Rises
think
come out?
2012.
Jesus, has it been that long?
Dark Knight came out.
It's just so crazy to think you're right. I didn't think it's been that long since a standalone Batman film. Wow, that's just insane to me. But yeah, I don't know if it needs to be rated R. I think you can make do with a PG-13.
Man, the way that they worked that trailer, It looks like a straight up rated R.
Yeah.
Like, it looks like a David Fincher it looks like Seven, almost. And I always posited that Seven is a better movie if you picture it taking place in Gotham City. Because that is such like the whole setup in it, it's ambiguous. It doesn't say it's New York, but you kind of get the feeling. Yeah. Also, the murders that take place in it. And the killer alone seems like a fucking Batman-esque killer.
Are we sure it's the Riddler? You think that's not a...
Oh, it is. It's
confirmed.
confirmed.
It's Riddler?
Yeah, it's confirmed.
Paul Dano.
Do they have Zaz in it? No, that would be cool.
No, that's what I was wanting, though.
Yeah, you said that before.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Colin Farrell gets Best Supporting Actor. I think that his portrayal looks over the top. And
it just depends on how much screen time he has also.
Well, I mean, how much did Heath Ledger have in The Dark Knight? Like, all of, 13 minutes or something like that? But
he had more than that.
Jesus. It still holds up to this day. I mean,
right.
I think it's always going to hold
Still
up.
my favorite.
Nicholson.
Gotta be Nicholson. Who's your favorite?
Ledger.
He's split.
I thought you said it wasn't your
I'm
favorite.
split between Phoenix and Ledger.
I was going to say, he's waffled on this. It used to be Nicholson.
Yeah. It's on tape, baby.
Oh, you could go back. I don't think I ever said Nicholson.
All right, I won't. Or maybe I will.
I think I've always backed.
You know what? Just because it's fun, go back and check tape.
But, I mean, what do you guys think? What do you think is the best version? Like you said, Jack Nicholson. Right?
I am a huge Jack Nicholson fan. I am torn between he and Heath Ledger's performance, but as we've talked about, they're two completely different entities, so I can respect them both at the same time.
Yeah.
However, I will say that I am very excited about this new Joaquin Phoenix direction that they're taking.
Side note, that's also my favorite Batman.
All right, fuck you, Javi. You did say
I probably did.
Who knows? Who cares? It
doesn't matter.
I just want to go back to the point you said when you're like, oh, Marvel made the smart move by going to the small screen. I honestly think Marvel had to, because like TV-wise, they're fucking garbage compared to DC.
DC shit is garbage, though.
No, but it's so much better.
I liked Smallville. That was okay. But this new shit that they have going on, it looks so fucking budget. It's campy as fuck. And yeah, I know it gives it some charm, but I'm not watching Charmed. I don't want to fucking watch it.
But for the record, it's a good show,
it's a total soap opera. It has a soap opera feel. Everything does that they do.
And they're totally focused on Batwoman. And this show has like 3.5 stars. Like, it's the lowest rating thing ever. And they keep dumping money into this hunk of shit that nobody wants to watch.
Because it's woke. You know,
exactly.
You just say it out loud. It's woke, man.
And nobody wants to see it.
No one wants to see it.
It's hemorrhaging money.
And what kills me, they had all these good shows on fucking the DC downloadable app, like Swamp Thing.
Yes.
Oh,
so
Doom Patrol. Doom Patrol's so fucking good.
Well, they got picked up, though, by HBO, so that's fine. They should have resurrected Swamp Thing, but Swamp Thing cost like fucking $8 million an episode.
But it was so fucking good.
And it's okay to be woke, but you have to do it in a way that's not preachy.
Right.
Like,
don't cram it down my fucking throat.
Do it like Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn's a very woke cartoon, but it's fucking fun as shit. And the other thing is...
I 100% agree with that.
And we're going to get into this...
It doesn't point out itself, oh, look at me, I'm fucking woke. And
the delivery's not cringy either.
Exactly. No. It all seems very natural.
The one character, the mind... Who is it? The guy that...
Dr. Psycho?
Thank you. Dr. Psycho, who gets... Like, basically, they shit on him because he calls a woman a cunt or something like that. It's hysterical.
He gets kicked out of the League of Supervillains.
They handle it very well. Like he's still likable. You still enjoy him. And, like, listen, sometimes women are cunts. And you gotta call them.
That's Buster Bluth from Arrested Development.
He's fucking great, dude.
Tony Hale.
Hey everyone, it's just Stuck jumping in here to say thank you so much for checking out the podcast today. If you're enjoying it, head over to your favorite podcast app, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, or iTunes. And give We Are Podcast Network a like. And don't forget to join our social media. You can find us at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at /We Are Podcast. And don't forget to join our Discord. All links can be found in the description. With that said, back to the podcast. All right, Star Wars news. Let's talk the Mando a little bit more. We were already talking about it. I wanted to point out something. Gina, what's her name? Gina
Carano.
Gina Sexy Pants.
Oof.
Oh, God.
Oof. No, she's a oof mega mogo.
Oh, my God.
Mega Bagu.
She's... Evidently, they want to do a spin-off series with her, but they want her to apologize for everything she said. Why?
Because this is the world that we live in now.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
Because you get a subsect of a fucking woke movement that are just like really like, where even left people be like, seriously, I need you guys to just zip your fucking lips. You're making us look bad.
Right.
I mean, honestly, it doesn't make sense, but what makes sense is they got her and they got Bill Burr in that one episode. Spoilers, by the way, big spoilers.
Oh, yeah.
Bill Burr and her in the one episode. And Bill Burr is also just as divisive with the shit he says. He literally made a joke where he said, those people, and I did mean Mandalorians.
Yeah.
I about lost my fucking shit laughing. That's what I'm saying is you've got these two very super divisive people. Do you think they're trying to put Bill Burr on his own show too?
I think they're going to try and like get him and Cara Dune on the show. Their chemistry on screen is so fucking good.
How about, because it felt like there were 2 episodes that were spin-off episodes.
Rangers of the New Republic.
That's what it is.
I think they would probably fall into that one of anything.
So it would be her, it would be Carl Weathers, it would be Horatio Sands and Bill Burr, and maybe a fifth. And that's the characters, that's the team. What would you guys think of that? The Rangers of the New Republic. I think that's what they're going to do.
I would love it.
I would watch it.
I would watch the fuck out of that.
Yeah.
Who's the 4th going to be, though? Do you think they've had him on the show yet? Because you got to have, or the 5th, you got to have 5.
Well, if Timothy Oliphant survives the finale, maybe
could have
him.
Cobb Vanth. Yeah.
Holy fuck, that would be perfect.
Yeah.
Because he brings the star power.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. All right, well, let's get into it. Okay, so we already talked about...
Rangers of the New
I
Republic.
also want to go on record as saying, please, Carano, just for my own selfish reasons, just please apologize and get your own show.
Fuck
That's
that.
what I said.
Fuck
Don't
that.
fucking apologize.
Don't apologize.
Yeah,
Be true to
that's
yourself.
fucking bullshit.
Here's the thing. All right, I was thinking this. Who's attacking her?
Like, people who are against cops and people who are like
They're
for trans
upset that
rights.
she won't say a cab.
Well, fuck that.
Yeah.
Don't say ACAB. Fuck
She
that.
didn't.
Yeah, good.
She ain't gonna, but
Good.
I want her to have her own show.
All right. The Rangers of the New Republic, set within the timeline of The Mandalorian, this new live-action series from basically, it's Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, so I think that is going to be that one. Then they said that they were going to do like 10 other fucking TV series, so this shit's out of control. But first, they're going to do Rogue One, the movie, which will be directed
Andor.
by... Patty Jenkins. What is it?
Andor.
Oh, for the TV shows?
Yeah.
That's the first one coming out, right? So that one's in pre-production.
So they already did Rogue One.
Oh, what am I doing?
So Rogue,
isn't somebody from Rogue One getting their own show?
Exactly, Cassian Andor. I forget his name.
Diego Luna?
Yeah, Diego Luna.
Diego Luna.
It's set before the movie Rogue One, right?
It would have to be because he died in Rogue One.
Right. But what, do you think there's going to be a workaround where he didn't die? Is that how they're
I
going to do
don't
it?
fucking know, but
No one wants
honestly,
this.
yeah,
I'm bored
like, I
by
don't
it.
fucking care already. Like, you get a little bit of taste of success with a series that happens to be doing okay for itself, and you want to oversaturate the market again, and that's exactly what they did with the fucking movies whenever they got the license, and that didn't work out for them. So they're like, okay, we're going to pull back because we were supposed to get an Obi-Wan movie and everything else, and now that they're seeing that, well, you know, the property can be handled correctly, so let's just bombard it again.
I don't want it.
I don't either.
I have zero interest
It was a
in
The
it.
bad
only-
fucking movie. It's gonna make an even worse show.
The only ones that I care about would be the Obi-Wan and the Ahsoka.
How about Ahsoka, though?
Oh, yeah.
Holy fuck. Oh, my
Honestly,
God.
seriously, how the hell are you gonna have all these shows on deck and not even go into the Sith
Right.
at all?
Yeah, they need a one
Like-
just devoted to
Like
the
we
fucking
mentioned
dark
this, like
side.
in that so many. I think it was a cast a year and a half ago. We're like, give us some actual movies or spin-off series about each Sith.
Yeah.
Like Revan.
Darth
Who
Rev.
would not want to see a fucking series on Revan or fucking Bane?
Yep.
Agent Bane.
No, Darth Bane.
Darth Bane and Darth Revan.
And also Thrawn. I mean, they say his name in the thing. They're going to bring Thrawn into this whole thing, and I think that's going to be what hers is, chasing down Thrawn, looking for other Jedi that still survived. I think that's fucking amazing. How about the dual fucking sabers, too? Holy shit. I was in love. I did not expect it to be as good as it was.
Oh, yeah, it was amazing. I don't know if y'all watch Clone Wars or not.
I watched that a little bit of the first season.
The last season, the last 4 episodes lead pretty much directly into what we're seeing in The Mandalorian.
No shit.
Yeah, it's got like Bo-Katan and everything in it, and explains where Ahsoka's going, and Bo-Katan's like the only person that knows. But it ties it all together very well, and it all takes place during Order 66. So you hear Palpatine saying it while you're watching the show, and you don't see what's going on, though. Ahsoka and Captain Rex are doing their own thing. It's nuts. But the twin lightsabers, they were given to her by Anakin Skywalker. I'm glad that they brought them back in the episode.
The twin lightsabers were the shit. And for me, what I thought was really cool was they're saying Hayden Christensen is going to come back for Obi-Wan. Maybe for that show, but I think it's a red herring. I think they're going to bring him back for this show as a clone. Because we saw the cloning, we saw the Vader suits, we know they're trying to use Yoda to get the midichlorians to crank back up a clone Vader. I think clone Vader's coming.
Those weren't
soon.
Vader suits.
They weren't? They look like Vader suits.
No,
What
those
they?
were the Dark Troopers.
Oh, damn it. I thought they were Vader suits. I want clone Vader so
Like,
bad.
if they're showing
No.
Dark Troopers, we may get Cal Kestis. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we
Right.
get Cal at the end of the
They're
season.
thinking Ezra also.
Ezra
Brooks,
from,
baby.
No,
Woo!
from Rebels. But Cal Kestis would make a very good choice. He's already a known actor from Gotham. You know, he played Joker or whatever.
Cameron
fake
Monaghan.
Joker. Yeah, so they could easily get him in and play that part. That would be fucking great.
I'm down. Whoever played the Mad Hatter, too, in Gotham was really good. He was in The Walking Dead. I hope that guy blows up. He was really fucking awesome. What other show? They did a bunch. Like, they have, like, a droid show coming out. They have...
The Bad Batch.
The Bad Batch, which is a sequel to Clone Wars. Is that right? Or is it a sequel to Rebels?
I think it's a spin-off of The Mandalorians and the Death Watch. That was in Clone Wars.
Just endless fucking Star Wars on TV. And we always dreamed about having TV Star Wars, and now we're getting it in spades. Like, it's crazy. It's just like...
We had TV Star Wars, and it didn't do that well.
We had the holiday special.
And we had the Droids cartoon.
Yeah, and then the Ewoks movies.
The Ewoks movies, which were made for TV movies or made for Disney Channel movies.
Man, I like those movies, even though they're bad. They're bad. They are bad.
Yeah.
And also, they announced that they're going to do a Willow TV series, which I figured you would like for some reason.
I fuck with Willow.
You fuck with Willow? You've said that before, that you like Willow.
I fucking love Willow.
They better get somebody good to play Mad Mardigan.
Yeah. No, they got to get fucking fat Val Kilmer to do it.
Yeah.
Poor Val
Voiceless Val.
Poor Val Kilmer. That sucks. He's such a nice guy, too. God damn
I heard he was kind of an asshole.
He used to be. But I've heard that he's very nice now.
Well, it's amazing.
That's what happens when you gain weight.
I was going to say, that's what happens whenever you have a debilitating illness and you start to regret choices that you made in your life and you're faced with your own mortality.
Oh, the Lando show, too. How about that? I was watching Fat Man on Batman, and their idea for it was to have an old Lando telling stories every week of, like, his adventures and having a young Donald Glover. Yeah, playing Lando as the younger version of him.
That would make sense. That would be awesome.
That would be so great. Wouldn't it?
Yeah,
come on.
Because
Sit around the campfire, young lads. Let me tell you a story.
Yeah.
Old Lando can't move so well anymore anyways. He's always got to be sitting down.
What if he took that girl from the Rise of Skywalker and he's just telling her story? She's like, I've heard it, Lando. I've heard it. He's like, well, here, another one.
Did I ever tell you the story how he became mayor of Cloud City?
Did I ever tell you the story about you being my daughter?
Yeah.
Yes, Lando, 18 times now.
Let me tell
All right,
you how
let's go back to the bunks again.
Did I ever tell you you're my daughter?
That's the last episode where he's just like, by the way, you're my offspring.
Yeah, but it was so bad that you didn't know if he was like hitting on her or
he was hitting on her.
Oh yeah, he was trying to hook up with her.
Yeah,
and
right.
He was like, well, let's go find out where you're from. I'll show you how you're made.
I mean, did you see that they're on a Pornhub Star Wars section?
Oh, yeah.
It's actually Kathleen Kennedy said
No.
that. Have you guys watched that Star Wars porn?
I've seen
No.
a couple different ones.
I'm Boba, the Fett. I bounty hunt for Jabba Hutt.
My backpack's got jets.
But I said lyrics.
I bounty hunt for Jabba Hutt to finance my motherfucking bet. A mask is over my face.
All right, guys. Anything else about Star Wars you want to talk about?
Han Solo and Princess Leia ain't having no sex in no Star Wars.
All right, breaking news. This actually did break today. This is the beginning of our Marvel news. Chris Pratt's Guardians of the Galaxy character, Star-Lord, is bisexual and polyamorous. New Marvel comic confirms. He's sucking them all. That's what I wrote down.
Yeah, that's in some alternate universe, I'm sure. It's not in the main timeline
How's
comics.
Chris Pratt going to react to that, though, where he's just like, because he's very Christian and conservative.
Yeah,
so is he going to be like... Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he probably doesn't like it. But they try to do this with every single one of their mainstream characters. They made Wolverine gay in a fucking timeline.
What?
Yeah. It's like, dude,
Wolverine ain't
fucking
sucking no dick in no Star Wars.
You know why? Because they try to make their own characters and nobody likes them at all. So, let's just make them gay. And you know what? Most people don't like that shit either.
No, stop doing it. Just stop doing it. It's fine. We don't.
They already have original gay characters. Why are they trying to I don't know.
Right.
I'm fine
like,
with...
just focus on North Star and fucking Havoc and...
I think...
not Havoc, but Richter.
Young Hulkling, that kid's gay.
Listen, polyamorous, though. That's where I went.
First of all,
to ding.
Even in the movie, he was fucking aliens left and right. He could have been poly.
No, he's totally poly.
And what does that matter anyway? Are we going to look at Star Wars differently?
Right. That's the whole thing. What does it matter what they fucking like?
He's polyamorous, though. One for the team, that's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
Marvel TV. All right, WandaVision's new trailer. What did you guys think of that?
Amazing.
Awesome.
Amazing.
Exciting.
Amazing. It was amazing.
I'm very excited about it. I'm very excited. When does that release? January 15th, I think?
Yes.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine, dude. I'm pumped. This show, I think, is going to win all the awards. I think that it's got heart. It's got the emotion. It's going to have the feels. I don't think it's going to have any action until, like, the last episode. It's going to be continuous build.
It's going to be a slow build.
Yeah, but I'm super excited. And it's going to be, as we say in Camp Slash Horrorcast, when the batteries drop, it's going to be the fulcrum in which everything else is based
Anybody
on.
else get a Shutter Island? Anybody get that kind of feel for it?
Yeah.
Like, she's in, like, what if she's in Cerebro?
Maybe.
Holy fuck, what if she is in Cerebro?
And they're just, like, trying to, like, do something to help her out through her, like, loss of vision and shit.
Maybe.
So, like, they're like, just create your own reality, whatever you have
At
to
the
do.
end, she wakes up and it's fucking Professor X and everybody looking at her inside the fucking danger room.
Mm-hmm.
Well, do you remember my theory on Spider-Man Far From Home was that it was taking place in Cerebro. Not Cerebro, but the danger room, remember?
Yeah.
But I was kind of right because there were holograms in that technology, and I think Tony Stark created that technology that you're going to see being used for the danger room eventually when we get to X-Men. So I think that that's a great theory that possibly that's what's happening is like she's being amplified and then she loses it and that just causes the rips to start happening everywhere. I think that'd be fucking great. Anything else about that one?
Oh, I just want to know how they're going to do it. Like, is she going through, like, therapy right now? Or is she legit going psycho killer
She's
right
going
now?
psycho killer.
Well, I think this is going to be the catalyst that explains why we're going to have 3 Spider-Mans in the Spider-Man 3 movie, and then the fucking multiverse with Doctor Strange.
Because, you know,
I'm
Scarlet
nervous.
Witch ain't no fucking joke, man. She's a fucking
Yeah, she's
powerhouse.
like one of the most powerful.
I thought we were talking about them titties. Oh,
Yeah,
sweet.
that too.
Jesus. Oh, God.
But I also like the fact that you saw a little glimpse of the original Vision costume.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was pretty
yeah.
fucking dope.
Well,
like,
he's trick-or-treating as it also, though. Like,
Yeah.
so it's like a parody of himself. He's wearing the
and also
old
kind
school
fun.
shit.
I also
yeah.
kind of like the live studio audience feel it has to it. It looks like a I Love Lucy
Oh, yeah.
episode.
Well, it's going
And
to be
it's
like
just
Dick Van Dyke show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so fucking
He was
badass.
a consultant on there.
Was he really?
Yeah. So whenever they do those flashback scenes where it's like an old 50s, 60s sitcom, they brought in Dick Van Dyke to consult.
What if he's gonna be like the Stan Lee cameo from now on?
Give me Dick Van Dyke. Give me...
You got so amped for that, bro.
I mean, I like Dick Van Dyke.
Dick
man.
Van Dyke is
He-
a stage name. His real name is actually Richard Von Lesbian.
I was just saying he fell over the fucking ottoman, dude. I love it. I just love...
Coffee table.
How about Loki? What'd you guys think of that trailer? I thought it was interesting that WandaVision's trailer was kind of uplifting, and then you get to Loki, and it's like, boom.
The main thing that stuck out for me would be Owen Wilson and Loki as DB Cooper.
Yeah,
What's DB Cooper?
the guy that robbed a plane and he jumped out. There's like wanted posters. He was like a white dude with sunglasses and a briefcase. You never. This was like back in the 70s.
No, I don't remember this.
This
No,
guy
that's crazy.
robbed a shit ton of money, had like $2 million, chartered a flight, and had a parachute, and jumped off the plane after holding the crew hostage, pretty much, or hijacking the
And
plane.
he disappeared, and they never found
Yes.
him, right?
Yes.
I do remember reading about
So
that.
that at the end, whenever you see Loki jumping out of that plane, he's like, I hope y'all can hear me, Heimdall and Thor, and then the fucking Rainbow Bridge comes and
Yep.
takes him away.
Well,
Like, but that was-
Nice.
interesting fact about that has nothing to do with the show. A few months after that happened, this kid found a suitcase with $15,000 in it, and those
Yeah.
bills were the same bills that were used
Yeah.
when they gave the money to DB Cooper because they were all marked. It's like, this is our ink. This is our ink from that exchange.
So they
And-
don't know if he lived or died or lost it while he fucking parachuted out or what. They never
Oh,
found him.
that would have sucked. Like if he was like, I did it. Oh shit.
But he did it in such a cool way. Like, he was
Right.
just like, the plane was about to land. He hands the stewardess a letter and says, I have a bomb in the suitcase. Don't panic, I won't blow it up. She looks at him. He opens up the briefcase, and they just look at each other just like... So she tells the captain what happened, and the captain's like, fuck. And I think he lands that plane. The captain, the airline crew stay on board with him.
And he gets on another one.
They get him on another plane, give him the money, they fucking take off.
Yeah.
He jumps out.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. I love it.
Captain, you'll never guess what happened.
With Loki, though, like, the show looks fun. What do you think Owen Wilson is doing? Like, obviously he's a little bit of comic relief there, but is he a bigger character than...
No, I think he's just some executive, or not executive,
Like an
but,
agent for
yeah,
like whatever time
the
agency that he's part of or something.
TVA is what they
Yeah.
call it, but it's something about the time that they're in or being in the multiverse.
Like, I don't know if you've seen the Umbrella Academy. All right, they have this. This is what I kind of got like a
Umbrella Academy
vibe.
with Elliot Page.
It is
Yes,
Elliot Page, yeah. How are they going to do that for the next season?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But either way,
Time Variance Association, something like that.
I mean, maybe, but they don't really specifically say. But I have it. I'm sure it has something to do with time at the beginning.
because in the Umbrella Academy, it actually just has to do with time travel and other dimensions and shit. There's like an actual police agency that oversees the timeline and shit. They all have agents that dress up in suits and have weird ways of talking. I kind of got that vibe from it. Like they're outside of time,
they're time
outside
cops.
of reality.
Yeah, they're
like time cops.
Right.
That's what they are. They're time
Right.
cops. They're literally Jean-Claude Van Damme and they're
Right.
time cop.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that one. How about Falcon and the Winter Soldier? What did you guys think of that trailer? That is just pure action.
Yeah.
Kind of bland.
It was like, man.
Yeah, I didn't think anything crazy about it.
I wasn't like, fuck you!
Right.
I was just like, all right, I'll watch it.
Yeah, and I hope give it like a Lethal Weapon type feel, like a buddy
Buddy
duo
cop.
thing. Yeah,
Literally,
little
Bucky, I'm too old
Yeah,
for this shit.
right.
Like, literally. He
Right.
is.
So,
But yeah, if you watch that trailer last, you're gonna feel super let down.
Yeah.
If you watch those 3 back to back, you got to sandwich Falcon and Winter Soldier between them.
I guess we're saving the best for last then.
Yeah, we are. What if?
Oh yeah.
What if? Wow. What if it was good? It's going to be.
Oh,
Because
God.
holy shit. That was amazing. Do you like the animation style, Javi, or no?
I was telling Jake about this. What I loved about it, it has the animation style like looks like it's rotoscoped,
Yes.
like Scanner Darkly,
Yes.
but you can tell it's not.
Oh yeah.
And that's like you could just tell that's some high level action of animation right there because they actually got human movement correct, which is hard to do if you're not going to rotoscope.
That's the thing that I was gonna say about the rotoscoping is the movements look so fluid, but then when you look at it, you can tell that it's not rotoscoped.
Yeah, and then that's how you knew they were working with high level animators. You look at really good animators from Pixar, you could just tell like even the humans in a Pixar movie move a little bit funny because they're not based off actual movement. They're not going with a pre-filmed item like actual film was. They were just going based off what they could do. And this movie, it looked like legit human movement.
I mean, it's obviously animated, but I think it's all computer animated.
Yeah.
And I bet they probably wrapped it around 3D models.
Yeah,
And
most
then
likely.
made it look 2D. But still, it looks fucking amazing.
Oh, it's
Flawless.
that. It's what was maybe they inverted what that Santa Claus movie did, where it was 2D animation, but they put the 3D glare on it. It was like fucking crazy. Like
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
maybe
It
they
won
inversed
the
it.
animated movie of the year or whatever this last year.
All I know is it was fucking nuts. I did not know that thing was 2D. Whenever I saw
the Claws one?
the Claus
Yeah,
one,
That was
Claws.
so fucking good.
Oh my
That
god,
was so
that
fucking
was
good.
nuts though, because it looks like it was 3D.
Yeah.
And it's the computer program. But also it looks like they kind of did what the Lego movie did, where they skipped frames a little bit. So it looks like most animated movies can run at 60 frames per second if they want, but it looks like they kind of pulled it back more to make it look theatrical.
I think they took a cue from Spider-Verse.
Yeah, where it's missing like small frames here and there.
Mm-hmm.
I love that animation
Yeah.
style. I don't know what it is about it. It just makes it
It
look
pops more on the screen.
Right, it's just so cool. I think we're used to seeing like fluid 60 frames per second, so when you pull it back, it just got that cinematic flair. It's so fucking.
It's a
And then
nightmare just thinking about all that work. 'Cause that's how Disney used to run his animators, like in a small fucking room like that, 25 in one room, and he's like, I want 60 frames per second.
Yeah.
Hand drawn.
Oof.
a fucking beast. I'm happy that you guys are excited about this shit. We got pumped on that. Hawkeye, Haley Steinfeld. I don't know who the fuck that is. Will play
Ooh, I
Kate
like Haley
Bishop
Steinfeld.
in the Hawkeye TV show. Who is she? Everyone's talking about this.
True Grit, she played Maddie.
Oh, holy fuck, she's awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's holy shit. Didn't she get nominated for an Oscar for Best Supporting?
She might
Yeah,
have.
she
I
did.
think so.
I remember I wanted her to win, but she didn't.
All right, I'm an idiot because I didn't know who the fuck she was, and when you said that, immediately I was like, she fucking rocks because she stole that movie. She was amazing in that movie. All right, pumped for that. Miss Marvel, Iman Vellani as Miss Marvel.
Is she hot?
She's young, dude. She looks like 13. Like, she's very young looking. The big news is that she's going to co-star in the second Captain Marvel movie, and there's some talk behind the scenes that they're trying to get rid of Brie Larson right now because she's been a pain in the ass to them, basically.
No.
No, not Brie.
No way.
Not Brie.
That doesn't sound like her at all.
But they're thinking about doing, like, where they hand it off. We're getting shows for She-Hulk, which they're saying there could be some Matt Murdock in there. Nick Fury's getting Secret Invasion with the Skrulls. That's fucking super cool.
Are these movies or shows?
These are TV shows. Armor Wars starring Don Cheadle. Ironheart series with the new female Iron Man, which is relatively new within the last 3 years, I think, to Marvel Comics. I mean, just going down this list.
Or
It's just
Shuri.
so much shit, guys. I mean, I'm just pumping through it real quick.
I think we talked about Shuri becoming the next Iron Man.
That would be cool if they did that. That would be really interesting to take that route. Or maybe they bring Tony Stark back. I think that's interesting too. If they're doing these multiple universes,
Right.
maybe you get the Tom Cruise Tony Stark, and then Why would Tom Cruise ever want to try to live up to that though? You know what I mean? Like, who would want to go against RDJ?
Well, first of all, he's got the power of L. Ron Hubbard behind him. He could do anything.
You know what? There's something to that, because that man has had a career for 30-something fucking years.
Yeah,
and
he's like
still a big
almost
star.
60 or something.
And he
he's,
looks the same,
And he
dude.
does all of his own stunts.
Yes, and they're
I'm just
crazy
saying.
fucking
Yeah.
stunts.
Dude,
They let him fly a fucking jet for
I
this
know.
new fucking Top Gun movie. Like, he's flying a fucking fighter jet.
Just because he
Like,
can. Like,
yeah.
there's something to
He
that.
did a fucking double corkscrew turn in a helicopter in the last fucking Mission Impossible movie that trained helicopter pilots that have been flying for years said it's almost an impossible maneuver.
Like, if
I-
there's something
that's what
to
I'm saying.
Gus
Scientology,
Thetan level is like 30 billion.
if there's something to the Scientology thing, what happened with John Travolta? Like, why did it fail him
He was
so
sucking
bad?
dick. That's you're not allowed to do in
Yeah.
Scientology. That's the
It's-
one rule
it's
they
true.
have.
And he was doing it on the plane that he was flying also, so...
like, wow, like,
Yeah.
come over here. No, but that is what happened, though.
That's why
Seriously.
L. Ron Hubbard took his kid.
Yeah. Not allowed to have.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
That's such a good joke.
Damn, dude. I feel bad now.
For why?
Because
He's
he
fine.
lost his son and his fucking
He
wife.
doesn't care. He loves sucking dick.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're
So
right.
that shouldn't negate the fact like, if you suck dick, if you go through loss, I don't care.
No.
I don't care, Mr. Furman.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
but in the eyes of Scientology, there's consequences
Yeah.
for your actions. Yeah, I love cults.
Hot
What are you
take.
talking
Yeah,
about?
no, hot take. Hot take. They're the best.
Did you see the Heaven's Gate documentary on HBO Max?
No, not yet.
Did you see the trailer for it? It looks fucking insane.
Yeah.
I want to watch that.
Ugh.
That
I
Heaven's
want to watch
Gate stuff is
that
amazing.
and the Bee Gees documentary.
And also, I want to start a cult that only listens to the Bee Gees while doing the Heaven's Gate
God
stuff.
damn it.
We're all gonna get.
It sounds like we're already in it.
I mean, we're getting castrated tomorrow.
Oh,
we're
man.
going down to Mexico. It's happening. Boom. All right.
Well, you gonna buy me a pair of Nikes?
Yeah, dude. You have to have them. They won't let you in the ship if you don't.
Alright.
All right. Last one is going to be Fantastic Four. Javi was the first one to put it out there that they talked about it. What do you think about getting the Fantastic Four? 2023, I think is what they said.
Really?
Yeah.
Why not just make it 2024?
They should make it 2024. Fuck, that's so good.
I want it now.
I do too. But they have to do a Fantastic Four every 5 years or else
Why
they lose the
not
rights.
release it April 4th of 2024?
That's fucking
4424.
genius.
But seriously, if they're gonna if they do it,
They better
just
do it right. They
Better
better
do
do
it
it
right.
right.
Better do it right.
Don't shit the bed
Yeah, you
like
ha-
so many
I
before
was
you
gonna say
have
you got
done.
4 fucking shitty 4 Fantastic Four movies.
Yep.
The fucking
The 90s,
Ugh.
you got the two Tim
Thousands.
stories, and then you got the new one, which was the...
Miles Teller.
Yeah.
yes,
And then
Killmonger.
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan, Miles Teller, and the hot
Ooh,
girl. from-
Kate Mara.
Oh, God.
By the way, seriously, who the fuck signed
Josh
off from the
Trank.
director from Barbershop to direct the Fantastic Four
Tim
movies?
Story, that was an interesting choice. That's why, because he could handle comedy, and they wanted it to be a comedy. And they want this one to be a comedy, too.
Dude.
Like, the Fantastic Four is funny, but, like, don't comedy it. Do it 1970s Fantastic Four. Said it before. That's what I want to see.
second one had so much potential to be good, and they just fucking shat all over it.
Right.
Like, they handled Silver Surfer, I think, pretty well in that. But that goddamn dance scene with Mr. fucking Fantastic out on the disco floor. Oh my god,
twirls
dude.
up,
That
yeah.
is like some serious Uncanny Valley shit, and it's just disturbing to fucking watch.
I want to see
like,
that
also,
done
like-
right. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think a good way to introduce the four, like introduce Von Doom first as like a.
And it better
Yeah.
be fucking Victor Von Doom this time also.
Or they could introduce him as Victor Von Doom as Iron Man and shit. Like, what if the Avengers, like, did you ever see that? I can't remember what it's called, where Victor Von Doom plays, like, Iron Man. And he's Iron Man, but he's, like, kind of good, but also a little bit evil.
I've
No,
seen
I
a
never
bunch
saw
of
it.
different incarnations.
Yeah, incantations. Yeah, the devil's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I've seen
think
it.
that'll be a cool way to introduce him, just like, I'm not Tony Stark. My name is Victor Von Doom, then end credits. Or something like that.
I mean, I'm down for anything. What were you going to say, Jake?
Oh, I don't know.
About the
I was getting there.
incantations. I'm going back to that.
The incarnations. There's one point where Dr. Doom has the gauntlet and he rips out Thanos' spine clean from his fucking body. Oh, it's badass.
Dude, that's the thing. Is
ultimate
Doom
Dr. Doom.
is one of the most powerful villains, and every time they've done him as a pussy. They've done him as just this character that is
Infamous Iron Man.
he's just a mad guy. He's just like, oh, I don't like you, Reed Richards. You're a fucking asshole.
Well, he got scarred up whenever he went on the mission with them to space. They gave him all their powers. So he got the raw end of the deal. That's why he fucking hates
right,
them.
and that's the thing.
But he didn't even really get the raw end of the deal.
He got the
it's
best
his
powers.
vanity. It's his vanity is the problem,
Yeah.
and he is the smartest man alive. Like I think he's smarter than Reed Richards. It's just Reed
Reed
Richards.
Richards
is
is smarter.
That's why he
Reed Richards
doesn't
is
like him.
smarter.
You know what?
He's got a
you're right.
inferiority complex over his intelligence.
And vanity. Like I guess
Yeah.
there's a version of Doom where
And he
like,
wants to bang Sue Storm.
oh, who doesn't though? I mean, come on.
As long as it's played by Jessica Alba or Jessica Biel.
I don't care who
Kate
it is.
Mara.
Oh god, they're all hot. It's just amazing. I love The Thing. I like I said, he's my favorite Marvel character. He's always has been. Even since I was a child, I see myself represented in him. And as I get older and I look more and more like the original version of him with the
Is he a
meat
rocket
slab
scientist
face,
from Brooklyn?
dude. That's,
Ever-loving
love
blue
him.
eye. The ever-loving blue eye thing.
dude, if there's ever a version of The Thing, I would love him to sound like you, Javi. Like seriously, where he's just like, hey, but like actually using
Mario.
cadences and shit like that. Like that's the version of The Thing. I want you to play The Thing. Is what I'm trying to
God.
say. I would love to see that version of it. It's just one of those things where since I was a child, he's been the I would say between him and Wolverine, those are my two favorites when it came to Marvel. And Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man, of course. Yeah. Everyone loves Spider-Man. But reading those original comics, getting those from the school library, I would always skip Thor, I'd always skip Captain America, but I'd read Fantastic Four, I would read Spider-Man, and then I would read
X-Men.
X-Men, yeah. And read the original with the original team, Cyclops, Jean Grey, Beast, and Iceman. So it's just, I love those comics and I love everything about them. And I would love to see them just make the first comic origin story and make it fucking right. Place it in the 70s or the 60s and do a time variance thing where they skip ahead in the next one. But they haven't done a movie set in the past, like First Class. Remember when they did that and it was set in like the 60s or the 70s or whenever? I would love to see that with the Fantastic Four. Do that.
Definitely.
And then have something happen where the rift happens and they get pulled into the future.
Well, the whole multiverse deal will just seal that up.
Oh, that would be so
We
great.
could easily bring them into them
Yeah.
after that.
Please give me that version.
It would also be great if they did that. If they could also pull forward a young Hank Pym.
Yeah, that would be badass, dude. Like bring it all together. Or have it. I've always thought have Hank Pym in the Fantastic Four movie. That's your connector, and that's why I always thought like whenever they were saying Peyton Reed would direct it, that was interesting. But now it's going to be John Watts, who is the director of the new Spider-Man movies. So that's the last thing I want to talk about is Spider-Man 3. Have they said it's Homeworlds is the title for it, or is that just fan speculation? Do you guys
I think it's
know?
fan spec.
Now, it makes me wonder how they're gonna are Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire coming back in live action, or are they gonna be like animated?
They're
Well, it's
coming
not.
back
Yeah, I was
live
gonna
action.
say it's not Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, no, it's not a sequel to that.
It's just
sequel
like
to
a
the
live
other
action version of it.
Oh, so it's gonna be Tom. I thought Miles
Nerd.
Morales was also gonna be in it.
He might be. They might have a version of Miles Morales in it. They might cast somebody. That would make sense. And also, it'd be cool if they just didn't say anything about it. So whenever they drop the movie, they realize 30 minutes into it, Miles Morales shows up and is one of the main characters.
Right.
Like, people's minds would go...
They would blow up. But yeah, that would be bomb just to see him because they're bringing back everybody. They're bringing back Dr.
Doc Ock.
Octopus. They're bringing back the crappy Electro. They're bringing back
Jamie Foxx.
there's rumors that they're bringing back in the last day Willem Dafoe and Sandman. Who was Sandman again? The guy
Thomas
Thomas
Hayden
Hayden-
Church.
yeah. Thomas Hayden Church.
There's rumors that they're signing it. So we're getting the Sinister Six.
So we'll probably get Adrian Toomes, Michael Keaton
Right.
as well.
And the Scorpion, the guy from Breaking Bad.
Delirious. Oh, Michael Mando's playing Chameleon.
No, he's playing
Scorpion.
Oh, who's playing Chameleon?
I have no idea.
Because Chameleon was in Far From Home.
Yeah, he was in Far From Home. He's some Russian dude.
I'm really hung up on Delirious. That was a good movie. Mariel Hemingway, John Candy.
It was all right.
You've seen it?
Yeah,
You gotta be fucking kidding me, bro.
Let's get delirious. The fucking Prince song at the beginning.
I don't know, man. All I know is we're probably getting the Sinister Six, and that is super exciting.
Yes.
And we're getting 3 fucking Spider-Man.
As long as we
Maybe
don't get-
4 if we get Miles Morales. That would be so fucking badass. Bring it all in. Make it a big old fucking orgy of fun and interesting shit just happening left and right. I'm so fucking...
I want Kraven the Hunter to be in it.
I do too.
You
I
know
want
what
to
would
see his
be
last
fun?
time, dude. You saw that theory that he was going to be like from Wakanda And like he was going,
Ooh,
that was
yeah.
so cool. That was like the coolest thing ever. And there was like art for it and everything. I was like, fuck yeah, give me that. But instead, they're going with this big bombastic, like celebration of all things Spider-Man. And I think that's why they made Sam Raimi the director of Doctor Strange Into the Multiverse, is because they wanted him to be connected in some way, because this movie is going to segue into that movie, and I think Spider-Man's going to be
I think they're going to tie together.
I think so, and I think they're going to bring in Tobey Maguire, and then I think they're going to go back and let him do Spider-Man 4. And that would be fucking awesome if they let Raimi do another Spider-Man movie. I would love that so much. What do you think, Hobbs?
Fucking Bruce.
You fucks with that idea.
I do fucks with that idea.
Fucking Bruce Campbell as Mysterio.
Dude, I want to see it so bad.
As long as we could just like leave Morbius. Like, and it's like, oh, the pandemic happened. Sorry, Morbius, we forgot about you.
Yeah, we forgot about that. Oh, is that still a thing?
Put it over there. I'm good on that.
It's like, I'll laugh if he like shows up at like fucking Sony Studios. Hey, is my movie out? Yes.
I'm curious to see how it all ties together, because even in the Morbius trailer that showed that picture of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man on the graffiti.
Right,
there.
And they tried to say that was a mistake. That wasn't a mistake.
No, it wasn't.
They were fucking. They were no. You guys.
Yeah,
fucked
you know
up.
exactly what you did.
Let's face it. That movie did not look good.
It looked subpar.
Yeah. That looked below.
It's
subpar.
like how Venom wasn't good, but Tom Hardy was good in it, but it wasn't really a good. Have you guys went back and watched Venom ever?
Once I tried.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. It's rough.
Yeah.
It's just not good. Anything else you guys want to talk about? Movie ketchup? Ketchup? Mustard?
Chop.
Yeah, it's good. All right. Well, hey, thank you everyone for listening to us. This has been Duck. I've been here with
Jay
and
Javi's on.
And go fuck yourself.
My bad, bro.
I don't think that's what we say anymore. What do we say? Oh, be good to each other.
Be good to each other.
Be good to each other.
Yeah.
Be well.
Yeah, be well. This is the way. Maybe
This is the way.
we just say this is the way for now on.
Be well.
Scissor. With
Scissor.
your best friend. I did it for the camera too.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
So much. Well, you ask that question every day we see each other.
I don't know, dude. That was a great ending. And there it is. Thank you so much for checking out the podcast today. If you enjoyed it, please head over to your favorite podcast app, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, or iTunes, and give We Are Podcast a like. And if you enjoyed this podcast, you're going to love the other podcasts here on the We Are Podcast Network. We have We Are Bagu, a video game podcast where we talk Atari to Steam and everything in between. That's me and Dr. Ethan Eastwood. We're breaking down all that video game lore. Heroes, Gyros, a Dungeons and Distractions side quest. Me and the boys were playing some D&D and we're having so much fun. I hate being sober. Personal stories from epic people, where I sit down with some of my favorite people on this planet. We talk about their trials, their tribulations, and we just talk about whatever we want to talk about. And finally, Camp Slash Horrorcast. That's our weekly video cast. Join us every Monday at 8 p.m. Central Time on Twitch as we break down our favorite horror movies from the past. Check out our social media. You can find us at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at /WeArePodcast. And don't forget to join our Discord. All links can be found in the description. With that said, thank you again for checking out the podcast today. We truly hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and please share with your friends. That's the only way we can grow this channel. With that said, we'll see you on the next one.